Hi, welcome back to Securithor channel. Today I would like to show you an interesting new feature for Securithor 2.30. That's the new version we just released in March 2021. So that new feature is called Verificathor. It's an app that is a companion app for Securithor. But it's also a delivery system that will help you reduce false alarms and engage your customers. So let's check the app. Let's open it here. And I'm actually using an iPhone, so the app is available on the App Store, but it's also on the Play Store for Android. It's exactly the same app for both platforms. It's a bit white because we're going to personalize it. I'm going to do this in Securithor, so each central station can do this, personalize the app. And in this case, I used the contact info of one of our friends in Mexico at Armasal Pro. They are in Durango, Mexico. It's actually their phone number, and it's also their WhatsApp business number. Address, logo, it's uploaded from a PNG file, and I upload this to the server. So we're going also, before we go to the app, we're going to go in our account management and we're going to create one subscriber. I actually have one already created here. So it's a simple registration with an email and a password. So it needs to be a real email, from your subscriber, because they can retrieve their password in the app. So I'm going to enter my password. The central number is optional. It's only needed if your customer is registered to several places. Um, so I'm going to log in. So I set up the app in English for general viewing, but we will see that we can change it. So when I loaded, it actually downloaded the logo from Alpro, so I see it as a watermark from the active signals, and we see it here clearly in the settings page. So it's downloaded from the server and it's personalized for Alpro. My subscriber number, the call central here is the number that I specified in Securithor here, and the WhatsApp, it will actually open the chat in WhatsApp with the WhatsApp business number for Alpro. So you put your own WhatsApp number and it's going to do the same. So let's go back to Verificathor. So we're going to see the two levels of service. The first one being simple notification, and the second one being the verification system. That's the one that will reduce your false alarms. So we have our user and we're going to go into alarm codes to show you that the notifications can be set per account, per partition, and also per alarm code. So you can have different settings for each of your accounts. So the first one I want to show you, the first level of service, that's the notification. So let's notice that here in the icon of notification, I have just a simple notification as opposed to the ones with the green here, which will be verification, the higher level of service. So if I go into my E100 medical alarm code for this account 1235, I'm going to go into push notification. So you're going to see here that I have actually 3 persons that will receive the notification, including me. And I'm going to save this. And I'm going to simulate an alarm like if we're receiving this E100. So you see what happens in Verificathor. So the notification will be quite fast in Verificathor here, and we have a simple notification here. The notification, as you see here, is in Spanish because our friends at Armasal Pro in Mexico are in fact speaking Spanish. But that is the setting, the content of the message and the language. It's a setting that you make for your central. The options that I have are simply to read the message. It's just a notification per se. And meanwhile, on Securithor, my alarm processing popped. So me, the operator, has to finalize this alarm. So in this case, this will be simple. And here it goes. My alarm is in the traffic and it's processed. And as you see, this is my note on the alarm. But what happens if I want to send verification? So that will be different. I will go to my account here, and let's take this example here of perimeter, because we see that we have the verification icon. So when I go into the E131, the perimeter, I see that it's a bit different. I have a response delay, currently 45 seconds, and I have an extension delay which is 2 minutes. We call it the snooze delay, like the snooze button on an alarm clock. So that delay, this is set by you, and that can be different per account, and that can be different per alarm code. You might want to give a shorter delay on a burglary or on a fire, and a longer one on a perimeter, for example. So I have 45 seconds to do something with my alarm in Verificathor, and we're going to see how that plays. So we're going to go to 1235. We're going to simulate our alarm E131, and we're seeing it right away, and our counter here is starting to roll. I had 45 seconds from the moment it was sent. And notice that on Securithor, the alarm did not pop. So did not pop because it's here in the pending follow-up of Securithor. It's actually in follow-up. Meanwhile, my counter is slowly reaching 0, but if I click on the blue button, it will go back, it will top up to 2 minutes, because that was the extension delay that I set for this account and for this alarm code. So that gives me more time to show you the options that we have in the app. I can confirm the signal, or I can cancel it. So if I cancel it, what will happen is that this alarm, which is now in follow-up, I will cancel it. Within a few seconds, the time of transmission, it will disappear from the follow-up, and I'm going to see it here in the traffic, but it's already processed. So in the comments, I see that the user canceled the alarm and it's marked as auto-processed. So I will send the same one here to show you what happens if I confirm it. So it's created, it's received right away, and I won't wait this time. So I will just slide to the right and I will confirm. And let me show you in the follow-up what happens. So I have my delay here. If I confirm it here, the alarm will leave the follow-up and it's going to be back in traffic here, but then now it needs to be processed. So if we expand in the comments, we see that the subscriber confirmed the alarm is valid, and I'm going to process it and do my regular processing, my alarm processing, and all okay, test by Eric. Here we go. But what happens if the customer does not confirm? If the phone is in his pocket, he does not notice. Well, we're going to go into alarm management and check. Let's say I have a burglary here. And, well, just so convenient, the response delay is 15 seconds on this burglary. So if the customer does not respond within 15 seconds, then the alarm will be available for the operator. So let's go and let's simulate E130, a burglary. So right away, the alarm comes in the Verificathor app. Always the choices of confirm, of cancel. But if I leave this countdown go off, now I see this notation of timeout. So the subscriber cannot say, oh, no, I did not receive it. It stays there. And my alarm left the follow-up, and it's back on traffic where I can process it. Of course, if I add the auto pickup to on, it would just pop up. And test by Eric. Here we go. So in the app, let me show you the other features. If I go to the red section, I have my logs here. And in the logs, I can select, I can filter by date. I can also filter by type, confirm, or cancel, or the ones that were snoozed. And we were talking earlier about the languages. So as you see, we have 21 languages now in the app. Always looking to add some. And the last thing I want to show you is that there is a test button in the app. So if the customer did not receive any notification for, let's say, a few hours, he's a bit anxious to know if it works, he can send a test. So the test is actually request is actually sent to the server that sends it back to the Verificathor app. And I have my test here. So the Verificathor app, to summarize it, two levels of service. There's notification, which is just a simple one-way notification, and the higher level of service is verification, where you can go in Securithor and you can specify per account, per alarm code, what is the confirmation delay for your subscriber, and you can give them an extension. So this will help you reduce false alarm because your subscriber is verifying the alarm for you. He's on site, or might not be, but you have a higher level of engagement with the subscriber, and therefore should get a reduction in the false alarm. Plus, you have your logo, your contact info for the subscriber. To note, this will work with all your accounts. It will also work with all your panel brands, so it does not matter if you have an old Honeywell from 20 years ago or a brand new Ajax. It will work with all brands because it's actually handled by Securithor, not by the alarm panel, not by the server of third party like Amazon. And you have one app for your subscriber with your contact info, your WhatsApp number, and your logo. So you don't need 5, 6, 10 apps according to the number of alarm brands you have. So thank you for listening to this short video presentation. If you have more questions, please contact us at securithor@mcdi.com. Our Skype is also open most of the time to mcdi-hq. Thank you. Have a good day.